When you look at raw market movements, it often looks like noise, buyers and sellers colliding in a state of constant flux. But when you apply specific technical filters, that noise starts snapping into focus, revealing recurring structures that suggest where price is headed next. Reading price action is a mechanical process. It relies on a system of defined rules for where a trade begins and where it must end. I want you to open up your charting software. We're going to walk through how to identify these shapes so you can plot your entry, your stop loss, and your take profit markers. By the end of this video, you'll have a master playbook, a reference sheet of 16 distinct patterns to keep at your trading station. Learning these visual rules provides a structured framework for your decisions, replacing impulsive reactions with a systematic approach to the market. This diagram shows a bullish flag. It begins with a steep vertical climb, followed by a brief downward zigzagging channel. It resembles a flag drooping slightly on its pole. The execution protocol is specific. You wait for the price to break above the upper channel to enter. To manage risk, place your stop loss halfway through that channel. To set your take profit, look to the left side of your chart. You are searching for previous structural peaks that align with your target, using historical data to justify your exit. You can validate this flag using a Fibonacci retracement. In high momentum moves, the price should retrace to the 0.382 level or occasionally into the gold zone between the 0.5 and 0.618 lines. The bearish flag follows these same rules, just inverted. A sharp drop is followed by a slight upward channel before the price continues lower. You will also see a variation called a pennant. It functions like the flag, but the price consolidates into a tightening wedge rather than a parallel channel. Continuation patterns are designed to help you join an established trend. This allows you to trade in the direction of existing momentum rather than trying to predict a market reversal. Double tops and double bottoms occur when the price tests the same resistance or support level twice and fails to break through. This chart shows how to use the RSI indicator for validation. While the price hits the same ceiling twice, the RSI makes a lower high on the second attempt. This divergence suggests the upward momentum is fading. For broader reversals, we look at the head and shoulders. This is a larger structural shift typically found on the 1-hour or daily charts. The pattern consists of 3 peaks: a left shoulder, a higher center peak for the head, and a right shoulder. A neckline connects the lows between these peaks. It doesn't have to be perfectly level to be a valid structure. You enter the trade once the price breaks the neckline. By looking left again, you can identify a historical valley to set a clear take profit target. Reversal patterns carry higher risk, so secondary validation through RSI or neckline breaks is necessary to confirm the signal before committing capital. A tight consolidation range occurs when the market moves horizontally, with the price bouncing between 2 close boundaries without any significant breakout. To trade this, you enter on a confirmed breakout from the range. Place your stop loss on the opposite side of the consolidation box to protect your position. Only take these trades if they offer a 5-to-1 reward-to-risk ratio. If looking left doesn't reveal a historical level far enough away to justify that ratio, the trade doesn't meet the criteria. This is the cup and handle. It features a rounded bottom, followed by a secondary dip that retraces about 50% of the previous move before breaking the main resistance line. These tight ranges represent a period of market equilibrium. Requiring a 5-to-1 payoff ensures you are compensated for the volatility that typically follows such compression. Rising and falling wedges are similar to flags, but involve converging lines. A falling wedge is a bullish structure that typically breaks to the upside as the selling pressure narrows. When setting a stop loss for a wedge, place it just outside the boundary where the 2 trend lines nearly meet. The symmetrical triangle is a neutral formation where buyers and sellers are in a state of equal competition, forcing the price into an increasingly narrow point. To anticipate the breakout direction, look to the left. The initial momentum that carried the price into the triangle often dictates the direction of the eventual breakout. Patience is required here. Avoid entering a symmetrical triangle until you see a confirmed breakout in either direction. By analyzing the balance of power between buyers and sellers within these shapes, you can assign a higher probability to what otherwise looks like a coin flip. You now have a framework for the anatomy of these patterns and the specific parameters required to execute them. This is your master playbook. It includes all 16 patterns with clearly defined markers for your entry, stop loss, and take profit targets. I recommend pausing the video now to take a screenshot. Print this out and keep it by your workstation as a guide for your daily analysis. If this structured approach to price action helps your process, like the video and subscribe. For a deeper look at triangle variations, check out the video on ascending and descending structures. Long-term results aren't found in lucky guesses, but in the systematic execution of a defined set of rules. I'll see you in the next video.